Alright, this is a question which has both direct and inverse proportion in it. So we read the question. We have 5 workers who can bake 250 cakes in 7 hours. So just by reading the first statement, you would realize that you have 3 variables. You have the workers, you have the cakes, and you have time. So based on this question, you have 5 workers, 250 cakes, and 7 hours. So now they assume that every worker is going to be working at the same rate. So they ask you to find the number of workers needed to complete baking 500 cakes in 5 hours. So what I'm going to do now is, when you have 3 variables, remember that you are going to fix one of the variable and change the other 2. So in this case, I'm going to keep my number of workers and I will be changing my cakes. So since I need 500, I'm going to times 2 to get 500 cakes. So if I'm going to increase the number of cakes, I definitely have to increase the number of time. So they are directly proportionate. So we have 14. So once I have this, my next step would be, I'm going to fix one of your variables. And in this case, I definitely am going to fix my 500. So once I fix my 500, I'm going to change my time. So instead of 14 hours, I want to find out how long is it going to take, how many workers is going to take to do 500 cakes in 1 hour. So since I divided my time into 1, I would know that if I'm going to take less time, I'm definitely going to be requiring a lot more workers. So in other words, it just means that it's going to be inversely proportional. So with this, I should get 70 workers. So once I'm done here, I'm still going to go on to the last step, which is actually, I'm still going to keep my 500 and I'm going to fix this because that's what I require. And I am going to change the time to 5 hours, which is what I require. So for this, I times by 5, like I said. So if I increase the number of time, I can decrease the number of workers, so they're inversely proportionate. So I divide this by 5 and my answer would be 14. So the answer to this question is 14 workers.